Take me out to California.
Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today on the channel we are talking about Father's Day. So in the UK it is just about to be Father's Day. I think it's the 16th of June, I should probably check that. And for those of you that don't know, my husband Ross died of brain cancer coming up to 2 years, which still feels insane. That does not feel like that. It feels like 2 seconds ago that he was here, and also a million years ago. It's just the weirdest when somebody that you love dies. I think I'm sure you guys will relate to this because you've all been through it in some way, but it's just a weird thing with time. It just doesn't, it's very strange. But that said, we are coming up to nearly 2 years. July the 29th was the day that he died. So for my daughter's Father's Day is really challenging. We've just had my husband's birthday in May, so if you follow this channel, we did talk about that a little bit, and we went away for his birthday and we did something. So my daughters are 8 and 6. But the Father's Day is different, isn't it? Because everybody's involved in that. So everywhere you go, there's Father's Day stuff, Father's Day adverts on the TV. People are talking about Father's Day. The school will be talking about Father's Day, although I would imagine they'd be fairly mindful with the girls. Although I've never actually said to them, you know, avoid conversations, because we don't do that here. But we're gonna do something. We haven't worked out what yet, but we did a video this week. So Channel Mom, who I'm a vlogger for, are doing a Father's Day video, as you would imagine that they would. And a lot of the vloggers that work with Channel Mom are getting involved, and they asked me if the girls would be interested in being involved. No pressure, like zero pressure. Even if they said yes and then they started filming and they just hated the idea, just no pressure. But I always talk to my girls about everything, and I always say, look, this is what's happening, this is what we could do if we want to. I explained the pros being, I said, look, the pros of doing it would be that we get to talk about Dad, which we like. We get to mark him in some way, his life, on a Father's Day, because we're not avoiding it. It is Father's Day. He was your dad. So there's that. And also I said, you know, there's other children out there that are in exactly the same position as you, and they're going to be seeing all the Father's Day stuff, and they're going to see a Channel Mom video, and they're going to see all that stuff potentially. And wouldn't it be nice if there was also children like you that are recognised as children whose dad has died, who isn't with them anymore, and that they're not left out? Because look at you guys, you're there and you're talking about your daddy as well. So and I said, and obviously the cons might be a bit emotional. So the girls just filmed a video for Channel Mom, which was a choice, was optional, but it was about their dad. And again, we decided we wanted to do it, but it was completely their choice. If you didn't want to do it, you didn't have to do it. But they decided that the money that we got for doing the video, what we're going to do with the money?
We're going to spend it on a Father's Day thing that we're going to do together.
The questions that they were things about, you know, what's your favourite memory with Dad and things like that. And I think it's harder probably for Tex because she was really young. You know, she was 4 when he died, and those memories, and the same for Brooke, but maybe she has a few more. She's finding it hard to pull them out now, and I think that's really challenging. I think that will be something over the next few years that will be harder for her. And I always say to her, you know, I've got memories, like my memories aren't faded, and we write things down. We've got a little memory jar that we have, and you know, if they think of something that's a bit obscure that they've not said before, I'll write it down and I'll pop it in there for them. But I think that can be a little bit challenging. So I said, look, these are the pros and cons. You can do it, you don't have to do it. There's zero pressure to do it. They decided that they wanted to, which was fine, and we filmed that last night. Really quick bit of filming. It was a little emotional at times because I think more for Texas, because of the reason I just said, because it was when I was asking questions, she was finding it hard to find those memories in the same way, and I think that's hard on me as well. You know, it's hard because I'm like, God, your dad loved you so much, and there was lots of things that he did, but I understand for her, like, it's really hard to find those. And the same for Brooke. You know, she's her little brain is shifting and changing all of the time, and we just have to keep talking about him, and that's the main thing. But what we decided, because we get paid for doing videos with Channel Mom, this wasn't a massive big thing, it was a really small bit of money really overall. But what I said to the girls is, because I always talk to my daughters about money, about how I make money, what it equates to, that kind of thing. You know, I'll say if I did this bit of work, then it would mean the mortgage got paid for this month or whatever. I do explain to them we have a very open relationship in that, because I want them to understand that the reason I work how I do, the reason, you know, I go away and do a workshop one weekend, the reason I'm able to pick them up from every single, you know, day at school pretty much, and I'm there for all of their shows and things like that, is because of the way I work. But I'm very transparent about that with them. So I said, look, this is what we're getting paid for this video. Why don't we use the money that we're getting paid to do something for Father's Day, so we can market in some way, and we'll do something fun, whatever you guys think would make you feel good. You know, whether it's something that we do that was something Dad liked to do, or a place that Dad wanted to go to, or whatever. You know, if we can bring it into talking about your dad in some way, then that would be nice as well. But whatever, you know. So that's what we're going to do. And I also emailed Grief Encounter, who are a charity. It's really loud, can you hear the rain? It's raining so heavy, and I've got one of them like skylight things, and it's just it's really relaxing, but it's loud for this video, so if you can hear it, it is chugging it down. So what was I talking about? I emailed Grief Encounter, who are a charity for children who have lost a parent. Or is it, no, it's not just for parents who've lost somebody close to them, not lost them, like not like missing, like they've died. Somebody close to them has died, and it's for a children's bereavement charity. Really great charity, and I was put in touch with them. I think they contacted me, and I want to use their services because of my daughters, and I want to make sure that they can, you know, that I'm doing things in the best way. I've never done this before. I've never parented grieving children before. So they've been really good guidance to me, and I am going to be doing some things with them over the next, well, probably for a long time, no doubt. But so yeah, and they can obviously use my platform in some way to help to let people know that their services are there. So I have sent them an email and asked them on their tips on Father's Day, dealing with Father's Day for these big occasions, Mother's Day, Father's Day, when children have had their person die. So I shall see what they will say, but I've done a bit of reading, and I think we're doing everything that we possibly can in the right way. We already do that stuff. It's just that the rest of the world, rest of the UK, is involved in this in Father's Day, because it's a national thing. So we, you know, I just have to be really real with the girls about it, and we don't avoid it. We look the tiger in the eye, and we just go, okay, it is Father's Day, and your dad has died. And that's properly awful. It's proper shit. But we're not going to forget him. We're going to talk about him, and what can we do to do that. I'm sure there's lots of other parents out there that are watching this and follow my channel because you're in the same position, no doubt. So please do let me know if what you guys are doing, or if you're an adult who lost a parent when they were young. You know, did your family do anything to commemorate these kind of big holidays or not, and was that good or bad? I would like some advice too. You know, I never profess to be an expert in stuff. I'm certainly not an expert in this. I am winging it when it comes to all of this stuff, and I think overall we're doing okay. You know, I think I'm doing the right things. I hope, you know, you can never really know, but then I think that goes for parenting in general, doesn't it? But I'd love to hear your advice on it if you have any. But yeah, we will continue to do the same things that we do, memories and talk about Ross. And yeah, I think that's all you can do, isn't it? But if you are going through this right now, you know, this is hard, and it's hard on the, you know, the person that's lost their partner as well. So it's hard on me to see that and to feel sad for what my daughters were going to have, and then they don't. And I think, you know, that just, yeah, it's just rubbish, isn't it? It is, it's just rubbish. And I am going to be looking likely to be back on Lorraine Kelly's show in the UK in July next month, on the anniversary of my husband's death. So I will be on there chatting no doubt about grief and our life and what's been going on. So yeah, so that's what's happening. But yeah, let me know guys, let me know if me talking about this stuff is valuable. I try to be as transparent as possible. I don't want to live my life in the past, but this is my future and this is my right now. So I hope it does help. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already and you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, then move on with your life. If you did like it, give it a thumb and leave me a comment below. Thanks guys, speak to you all soon.
Take me out to California.